Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? I've heard of the 80-20 rule as it applies to lots of different things. The one I want to talk about today is when my wife and I years ago were shopping to buy a home. And we would look at lots of different houses, and some we would like for the kitchen, others we would like for the bedroom setup, others we liked the basement or the upstairs, or we liked the yard. And it was hard to find one that had everything that we were looking for all in one. And the realtor says, 80-20 rule. We said, what? What do you mean? How does that work? 80-20 rule. And they explained that when you're looking to buy an existing built home, you'll not find one that is perfect the way you want it. If you want the perfect home, you have to design it and build it yourself. But when you're shopping and buying one that is already built, you need to apply the 80-20 rule. So find a home that is 80% the way you like it. And then the 20%, you'll either learn to live with it, or over time, as time and money allows, you can make that change. And so I was thinking about this the other day, and I believe that every marriage is at least 80% the way you want it. And you've heard the statement, right? What you focus on gets bigger. So in our marriage relationships, even though it's 80% good, we tend to focus on the 20% that we're unhappy with, that we wish was different, that we would like to change. And when we focus on that, that keeps us from enjoying the 80% that is good. So it's okay to want to look for improvements and make those changes and strengthen our marriages and get closer to that 100% that we want. And that's possible. We can achieve that. But too many times we get all stressed out in our relationships thinking that we're failing because we keep looking at this 20% and we don't know how to make those adjustments and changes to get the 20% the way we'd like it to be. And then that causes us to forget all about the 80% that is really, really good. And so I just want to encourage all of you that in your relationship, just remember the 80-20 rule. If you aren't feeling like your marriage is 80% good, you need to do an evaluation. I'm here to tell you that it is. It's 80% good. You've been focusing on the 20% too much, too long. And we need to bring the focus back over. List things out if you need to. Get refocused. Make sure that when you are doing an evaluation of your relationship, you don't stop until you've got 80% good and the 20% is what you need to work on. Don't get it in reverse. You're not thinking hard enough if you can't come up with 80%. So 8 out of 10 things on your marriage list of evaluating your marriage should be in the positive. If it's not, think harder. It's there. Focus on the 80% and enjoy the 80%. Don't worry so much about the 20%. Don't get stressed out. I mean, we want to make those changes. We want to make those improvements. But don't let the 20% ruin your ability to enjoy the 80% that is good.